Hi, welcome to Just Pinball. In today's quick tips video, we're going to show you how to change the Translite artwork in the back box. So before replacing the Translite, we have to remove the back glass from the back box. I have a previous video on how to do that, and I'll provide the link to that video in the comment section below. So once you have the back glass out of the machine, my recommendation is to put it somewhere flat and somewhere nice and clean. The Translite can get damaged, it can be scratched, which is the reason why I'm actually replacing this one, as you might be able to see some scratches down there. But also it gives a nice clean area for rolling out your new Translite. On this occasion, it looks like someone has actually put some tape across the top of the Translite, so we'll need to remove that as well. We'll need to clean the glass and remove all of the current brackets that are holding it in place and replace it with the new Translite. So as a starting point, first we're going to remove the trim on the existing back glass, which is just pulling that out. Now in this instance, it's quite tight, so it's just a matter of using a bit of force to take that off and trying not to break the moulding. Now on this one we'll remove the tape, and we won't be using tape on the replacement Translite. Just being careful not to tear the existing Translite, so we'd like to keep that in clean condition as well. It is worth noting that the back glass is made of glass, so you do need to be careful not to chip it, break it or shatter it. We can now pull the old Translite away from the glass. If you do want to retain your Translite, it's a matter of just cleaning it up. This one has tape on it, which I'll remove, and then rolling it up. The reason I'm replacing this one is it actually has some scratches and the light comes through. I am replacing it with an alternative Translite. I don't mind the look of the alternative Translite for Last Action Hero, but again it does vary machine by machine, and sometimes the lighting pattern doesn't actually light up behind. So just something to be mindful of when you're looking for a replacement Translite. Do you go back for the original or the alternative? Because sometimes the alternative lighting patterns don't align with the images on the Translite. So what I've done here is try to remove any tape or goo. There's black tabs around the edge. I have left those on. They will be under the trim and will help hold the Translite in place. So I actually use a glass surface and window cleaner to clean the glass prior to applying the new Translite. So it's just a matter of spraying this on using a microfiber cloth. I'm just removing any dirt or grime that has built up over the years. Just keeping in mind that the Translite is backlit, so any dirt or imperfections will start to shine through. There'll be a few areas that you do need to put a bit of elbow grease into, but effectively you just want to keep it nice and clean to apply your Translite down to. Once that's done, let it completely dry, and then you can roll out your new Translite. Okay, now that your glass is clean, let it dry, and it's time to mount the replacement Translite. So as you can see, I've got a different Translite here than what we had originally. We had the original, so this will be the new Translite. I need to face that downwards on the glass. And what we'll do on this occasion is we're not going to use tape like what was on there previous. We want to actually use the trim to lock this into place. I need to align it to make sure it's level and centered. Then I'll try and grab the trim and overlay the trim to the glass and the decal to lock that in. Once we have the first one in, I just want to make sure that's square. It'll make it a lot easier for fitting the rest of the trim from there. You also want it to be square when it's displayed in the machine. Okay, once we have the top trim in, we'll put the side trim in. As I mentioned before, there was no top trim on the previous Translite. The trim's available from most pinball spare parts suppliers, and it's reasonably cheap in price. Do the same on this side. Now you do want to try and keep your Translite quite tight. Take all the slack up. Your bottom in. And then it's complete, ready to go. If I turn this over, there's the new Translite ready to go into the machine. The only thing I do from here is actually clean the front of the glass to make sure it's all nice and clean, and then put it back into the machine and it's ready to go. I hope today's quick tips video has been helpful. If you like the video, please hit the like button below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We have more videos soon. Bye.